support to injured warriors and veterans hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to Dennis Melvin's house. It's time for the Midnight Snack Run.
This is one turkey obstacle course. Sticking to healthy habits in this kitchen is going to take focus and determination, but it can be done, JB.
He's already entered the snack part of the course, and he's eyeballing a jar of chocolate candy.
That is tempting right off the start.
Uh-oh, he's reaching, Bill, but he pushes it away.
Great stiff arm.
He's approaching a plate of delicious-looking iced cookies.
Oh, Dennis, you only want one of those?
He blows right by him for the apple.
Oh, the fridge. It's make or break time, JB.
He stares down some rich-looking treats. Uh-oh, looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs the water bottle, and shuts the door with his elbow in record time.
Unbelievable move. I gotta see that again.
And he's out. He even turned off the light.
That's the way you execute a midnight snack run.
Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Furnished by Stand Up to Cancer.
Good evening and welcome to the 2025 NCAA.
Back in Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. The lights are out, spotlights swirl. We caught up with the head coaches in advance of UCLA, Tennessee, to get their take. The Bruin head man, Mick Cronin, what are his keys to get a win against the 2-seed Volunteers?
So offensive toughness is a huge key. Then the rebounding. You know, if we do a good job defensively, we can't let them break our back, get an offensive rebound or get multiple offensive rebounds. Those are all things that take a lot of effort and physicality. I think that's going to determine who wins.
There's a lot of similarities between these teams. Bit of a mirror game. The Vol head coach, Rick Barnes, told us what it's like to go against a Mick Cronin coach defense.
Well, very good ball pressure. Very, very, very good with their hands. They're very handsy. They really try to deflect the basketball. They do a really good job getting in their gaps and, again, making plays with their hands in the gap. They really a hard gap team, and they've got good length, and they work hard at guarding the basketball. And mixed teams have always been that way, and you know that when you play them that you're going to have to fight each possession because it's not easy.
Time for the keys to the game, sponsored by Realtors. Buying a home can be a lot, but with the ethical expertise of a realtor, you don't have to do it alone. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. All right, LaFonso Ellis, let's get it going. The 7-seed UCLA Bruins.
Yeah, UCLA's got to get good guard play from Scott Clark and Dylan Andrews. 15 points on the year, but 22 combined on 6 of 11 from 3 against Scoffer. They've got to have that same kind of output tonight. In the second league, they got shut down Chaz Lemire. Chaz Lemire had 29 points in their last game. They can't let him get going. And then for Tennessee, Tennessee's got to take good care of the basketball because this UCLA team is 6th in the country in points off turnovers at 18 a game, and they've got to get some production from their front line. Igor Milicic Jr. and Felix Akpara.
We'll check the starting lineup, sponsored by Cintas. Workdays are better when you partner with Cintas. Keep your team protected, prepared, and looking great. Visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. UCLA 23-10, the 7th seed, as they go with a backcourt of Dylan Andrews, Kobe Johnson, and Sky Clark. Their bigs, Eric Daly Jr. and Tyler Bilodeau. The head coach is Mick Cronin in his 6th year. Missed the big dance a season ago as Bruins now 1 win away from their 4th Sweet 16 in 5 campaigns. The 2-seed Tennessee Volunteers, 28-7 on their year. They go with 3 guards and a couple of forwards. Zakai Ziegler, 2-time SEC Defensive Player of the Year. The aforementioned Chaz Lemire coming off a great shooting day. Defensive dynamo Jemai Meshack. Igor Milicic Jr., 7 boards a contest, tops on the team, top 10 of the SEC, and Felix Akpara, whose screen game was praised by his head coach, Rick Barnes, in his 10th season, heavily courted to coach UCLA in 2019. He stayed up late as a child in Hickory, North Carolina, watching Dick Enberg call Bruins ball in the 1960s. If not for issues with his buyout, he might be on that other sideline here tonight.
How about that?
Here's Tennessee clad in white with the orange lettering and numerals. And UCLA clad in blue with the gold numerals, white lettering, UCLA caps across the chest. Time for the opening tip. Sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. The ball tossed in the air. It's back tapped by Tennessee. Controlled by Zakai Ziegler. Backcourt right. He glides across and we're underway. To move on to the Sweet 16, there's a lot of orange in the stands. It feels like a pro-Tennessee crowd. Ziegler outside left on a Lanier screen. Rolling up top, defended by Sky Clark. He gives him little ground. Chest pass left, Lanier. Pops along two. Rim glass miss. Poked in the air by Bilodeau. Tracked left sideline out of bounds by Bilodeau. It'll be Tennessee ball. The Volunteers in the tournament for a 27th time. Their 7th straight. The longest run in program history, trying to make it a program record. 3 straight journeys to the Sweet 16. Entry up top to Milicic. He leaves for a cutting Lanier, glides down the lane, puts it up for an alley-oop, whistle and foul, as Akpara tried to rise and got bumped by Bilodeau underneath.
Yeah, little ball screen action between Lanier and Felix Akpara allowed Lanier to be able to get to that left hand down the lane. Bilodeau stepped up to try to help, and he was trying to attempt to throw a lob over the top, but got a little hand on it, went out of bounds.
Foul on Sky Clark, his first. Bilodeau fronts. Ziegler calls the break, far side. 30 seconds gone, scoreless. Entry corner, Lanier, smothered by Daly. Backs out with the pound. Milicic saw a seam that collapses. Clark closes. The lead for Lanier outside right, picked up by Clark. Handoff to Ziegler, rolling right. Guarded by Daly, beats him off the bounce. Kick to Milicic. Up fake, stride closer, 3 to shoot. Step back, bounce pass inside, 1 to shoot. Drop step shot is good. Did he get it off? That was really close for Akpara, low post. They're going to take a look. They're calling it a bucket right now.
Yeah, I thought it looked good in real time. Able to get deep post position and just turned and tried to shoot it right over the top.
Under review for a possible shot.
Nope, still in his hand. Shouldn't count.
That red light was on. We paused 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships.
It was a really good defensive.
While we were away, they did determine that Akpara did not get the shot off in time. It was a shot clock violation, so it's still scoreless and UCLA ball.
I thought that was a really good defensive possession there by UCLA. They were able to take Lanier off, and they're switching all of that action to keep him from getting a good look.
Full court pressure from Tennessee out the gate. And it's an escort for the ball handler in the backcourt left. Dylan Andrews gets it across. Explodes behind a Kobe Johnson screen. And he gets doubled down low, hammered and fouled. He had caught the ball up, but he was bumped for that to transpire.
Dylan Andrews was able to get a little separation there from Zakai Ziegler. Meshack coming over to get some help. A little handsy there. Good call by the official.
Meshack is first. He fronts with his length and hopping in front of Andrews, who beats Clark. Corner, pops a 3. All fire, no. Weak side one by Daly. Drop step strong. Over Milicic, short whistle and foul. Man, this is physical right out the gate.
It really is. Bodies are flying everywhere.
And it feels like the whistles are trying to get it contained. Foul goes on Akpara. He is the top shot blocker for Tennessee, 3rd best in the SEC. Baseline trigger. Underneath, it goes to Kobe Johnson. He beats Bilodeau. Free throw line jumper. Hits, he'll miss. Rebound, foul. Lanier had it and got bodied immediately by Daly. That's going to be his first.
Yeah, and UCLA's got to be careful. They can't have key guys picking up silly fouls here early because they're going to need, down the stretch, Eric Daly Jr. to be able to provide some offense. He's averaging 12 points on the year, shooting 40% from 3.
Scoreless, over a minute gone. Each team already has 2 fouls. This is shaped up to the scouting report. Top of the arc, it's Meshack, front court left for Tennessee. Bounce to an in-stride Ziegler. Bad pass. Tip still finds Milicic. A look middle for Meshack. Defended literally arm's length. Given little ground by Andrews. Toss right. Dump down low. Akpara spins into a double. Tied up for a jump ball. The ball went right into the chest of Bilodeau, and the arrow favors the Bruins.
The rotation has been crisp and early. Kobe Johnson coming over early to take away what would have been an easy basket by Akpara.
Andrews across, picked up by Ziegler, screened by Clark on a switch. He's got Meshack, screened by Bilodeau. Fire to Bilodeau, left wing 3, got it! Single digits his last 2 games, but he's the Bruins' best scorer, and it's 3-zip. Ziegler at the other end. Middle for Milicic. Snaps it left. Lanier, dribble if he wants. Bounce to Ziegler. Give it a little ground. Floated to Akpara. Cuts to the cup. Shot bottom rim. He's pushed and fouled.
Yeah, that little side ball screen there, empty side ball screen. No one in the strong side corner puts a lot of pressure on the weak side guys. Like Power able to roll to the rim, threw it over the top. And UCLA coming to try to converge and foul during the process.
The foul to Daly is his second. Do you sit him?
I think you have to sit him early. He's too valuable to your team, and you can ill afford for him to pick up a third.
Akpara first free throw, rim blasted in. John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis here at our Grainger broadcast position, Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Gain a winning edge for your business with Grainger. Get fast delivery of industrial-grade supplies to help keep your operations going when you call 1-800-GRAINGER or thegrainger.com. Sub Adai Mara is in, the 7'3" sophomore. Second free throws a make. 17:49 to go first half. UCLA gets full court pressure left to right. 3-2 Bruins. Sky Clark brings it up. Meshack provides an escort. Bilodeau screen lying in wait. Picks off Meshack. On a switch, he's got Milicic. Lead for Kobe Johnson outside left. He circles up top. 3-2 UCLA. Andrews outside right. Lob to Bilodeau. Angled off the right block. Trying to back in. Kick to Clark. Pops a 3 behind a Mara screen and drains it. It's 6-2 Bruins.
Yeah, Sky Clark came from the left side of the floor, and Mara set a ball screen for him just at the right side elbow, and he's able to get separation and knock that one down.
Ziegler finds Lanier. Rhythm jumper. Free throw line miss. Akpara tracks it down far corner. Saves it to a leaping Lanier. Opposite reversal to Milicic. And reset to Ziegler. Ball screen. Akpara goes with it. Sprints. Bounce pass Lanier right corner. Flicks it to Ziegler outside right, 4 to shoot, defended, up fake, driving on Clark, 1 to shoot, puts it up, and whistle and foul, he got hit.
This is Guy Ziegler with no options because UCLA has taken away all of those passing windows, and so he just had to put his head down, put it on the floor, and was able to get to his right hand and draw a foul.
And the foul goes on Sky Clark, so he's got 2. So Clark and Daly each with 2 fouls for the Bruins. Sebastian Mack is ready to sub in. First free throw is good.
And, folks, that's a big loss for UCLA with Sky Clark going out. He's their X factor. When he's on his game, they are really good. In their last 4 wins, 13 points a game on 10 of 20 from 3. Their last 4 losses, 5 points, 5 of 12 from 3.
Second free throw is in the air and good. Gainey and Phillips in for Tennessee as Meshack goes to the bench along with Akpara. UCLA brings it up 6-4 Bruins, a little over 3 minutes gone. UCLA clad in blue, Tennessee in white. Mara up top, spinning the face. Give down low to Mack. Goes up strong. High kiss make, 8-4. Tennessee on the trot. Ziegler hard on the floor. Slows on the wing left. Look up top to Milicic. Chest pass right for Lanier. He dumps down the wing for Gainey. Probing, dribble, feed left wing. Rhythm 3 for Ziegler. Off target. Mara hammered from behind. Lost it off his hand out of bounds. Fouls ball.
It's just a really physical game. Kate Phillips at 6'9" and 212 for the Tennessee Volunteers. Basically pushed him out of the way to keep him from getting that rebound.
Baseline trigger. Mara fronts. Great call by Milicic. He lobs it into Phillips. Defended tightly inside the arc right wing. Mick Cronin in a fresh suit, barking out the commands. Milicic outside right, takes Mara off the bounce, cuts to the cup, rejected en route, and lost his footing. Loose ball to Kobe Johnson. Bruins 5-on-4. Transition 3! No. Rebound Lanier in Tennessee. 8-4 UCLA, almost 4 minutes gone. Lanier behind a great Phillips screen, feed the screener, kick to Ziegler, left wing 3, in and out, rebound Phillips, Tennessee maintains. Pass out, Lanier 3 on high, got it, 8-7.
UCLA's inability to be able to protect this backboard is going to hurt them throughout this game, and that's exactly what happened there. All 5 guys below the foul line, wide open 3, and he drills it.
That was the concern of their first round affair. Mara neutralized that. Mara looked right for Andrews, defended hard by Ziegler. Picks it up, feed right Johnson, dump to Mara, one-on-one against Phillips. Spin the face, he's hit fouled on the floor. Cade Phillips with his first. Here's the timeout on the court, sponsored by Rocket. Own the dream. It is 8-7. UCLA on top of Tennessee, 15-25 first half. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio.
A dog? I'm not. I was born for a purpose, to bring you hope, to guide you out of darkness, to stand by you as you rediscover life. When past battles cloud your mind, I push them away. You tell me I'm your hero, just as you are mine. You hold me when you're afraid, whisper that I saved you. With me by your side, no challenge is too great, no night too dark. I'm your guide, your companion, your friend, your light. A dog? I'm not. With me, you see the world again.
Discover hope at Dogs Inc. Visit us at dogsinc.org to learn more.
The mission of Paralyzed Veterans of America is clear: accessibility. Veterans who have served and sacrificed the best of themselves deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to meaningful employment. Access to the veterans' benefits they've earned. Accessible homes and vehicles. And access to every part of their communities. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time, ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. PVA is proud to serve veterans across all branches, all generations, and all conflicts. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PVA in fighting for theirs at pva.org.
Let's check each team's tournament resume, sponsored by Monster.com. Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. Monster.com provides great coaching and millions of job openings. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today. The 7th seed UCLA Bruins, they swept Oregon, swept USC, beat Arizona, Gonzaga, Michigan State, won at Northwestern, at Indiana, and versus Ohio State, the Big Ten, 10-0 so far in the Big Dance. The 2 seed Tennessee Volunteers, they played in the highly vaulted SEC. 14 NCAA tournament teams. They finished 4th place in that tough league, and they're a 2 seed. They began 14-0. They've been the nation's last unbeaten, and they went 9-5 against ranked teams, the 3rd most wins in the country. Foul before the break went on Tennessee's Cade Phillips. That's his first, team's 3rd, 4 on UCLA. It's Bruin ball front court right, but 2 Bruins in foul concern already. Eric Daly Jr. and Sky Clark each have 2. They're both on the bench. Great call by Dylan Andrews. Finds Bilodeau right corner. Wide open three. Short. Clanks off iron. Loose. And a foul on Mara, who went over the back.
I thought Mara his body was like 2 feet away, but his arm over the top because he's so long. I didn't think there was a foul there.
So Mara's got 1. The team's got 5. Ziegler brings it up. Feed right for Gainey. Back to Ziegler. Milicic tries to cut to the cup. Kick to Gainey, right wing. One-handed flick to Milicic. Lead for Gainey. Up fake doesn't do this defender. Snaps a one-hand pass. Ziegler crossing over against Andrews. Driving end line. Bounce opposite Milicic. Good up fake. Darts closer. Great shovel idea. Tipped out of bounds by the Bruins. 5 to shoot.
Yeah, some really good dribble penetration, but I thought Dylan Andrews came from the right side of the floor to take what have been an easy dunk away. Again, the rotation and the communication from UCLA's defense has been superb here early.
Igor Milicic is 6'10", and he's dwarfed by Mara at 7'3".
Right?
Entry to Gainey up top, driving on Johnson. Mid-lane, hang, and miss. Front lip with one of a timer, but Tennessee has the ball. Lanier, kick corner. It's Milicic, one-handed feed up the wing. Gainey all day, open 3, bad brick. Hit back iron, rebound, Kobe Johnson, Bruins. 8-7 UCLA. Mick Cronin said it could have the makings of a rock fight. It's felt that way. 5.5 minutes gone. Mara trying to back in on Phillips. Has him in a tough spot. Up and unders him and misses point blank. And it's tipped home inadvertently by Milicic. Friendly fire there, and it's a 10-7 Bruin lead. Ziegler other end. Phillips trying to post on Mara. Ziegler says, no, I'm going to go to Lanier. Elbow J on the way. Off iron miss. Loose ball. Milicic. Rhythm put back with the left hand. 1-point game.
Tennessee is crushing UCLA on the offensive glass right now. That's 6 offensive rebounds for 7 points.
UCLA into the front court right. The lead at a skinny point. 6 minutes gone. Tip by Ziegler, left sideline, out of bounds on the pass by Andrews, 18 to shoot.
Partner, 7 of the 9 Tennessee points have come second chance points.
And Nick Cronin said the glass would be a concern.
Yes.
Entry to Mack, particularly the defensive glass. Johnson wide open three. All fire and miss, tipped out of bounds by Bilodeau. Mara's screens, though, are liberating some great looks.
They really are. And they're just missing them here early. And against Tennessee, whenever you get a clean look, you've got to be able to knock them down because they're so good defensively, keeping their bodies in front. Hard to get, don't allow you to get in rotations. And so any clean looks you get, you've got to be able to knock them down. UCLA not able to do it consistently so far.
Ziegler up the floor, 10-9 UCLA. Tennessee front court left, lob to Phillips. Disrupted at the rim, the combination of Mara and Bilodeau. Loose ball poked free to Sebastian Mack. He had tweaked his groin last game, looks fine. Top of the arc. One-handed bounce pass, feather to Mara. Off the right block, double a lying in wait from Gainey. He spins into a left-handed hook and swishes it home. It's 12-9.
Little back down with his left hand, able to spin to the middle of the floor. Lefty hook over the right shoulder.
Ziegler circles outside right. Lee for Milicic. Subs to the table. Great feed down low to Lanier. A little deep, has to dribble out. Meshack and Akpara set to return for Tennessee. 12-9 UCLA. Gainey, top of the arc. Jump gives to Milicic. A bit behind him. Flicks it back to Gainey. 9 to shoot. Give left Lanier. Hasn't had many good looks. Ball screen right. Goes with it. Pops a contested three. Got it. He's a deadly shooter. Tied at 12.
Yeah, miscommunication between Kobe Johnson and Mara there. Created that little alley. Just needs a little space to be able to get it off, and he makes them pay.
He has half of Tennessee's points. You can hear how pro-Tennessee this crowd is. UCLA ball front court right. Mara up top. Handoff Andrews. He pauses, shoots, elbow jumper, hits, heel, miss. Rebound Milicic. Here come the Volunteers right to left. They have not led in the game. Lanier up top, feed right, Milicic. Fire opposite, Gainey for three! No! Weak side, Bilodeau, UCLA ball.
Tell you what, we talked about UCLA getting some clean looks. Tennessee's got some clean looks and not been able to knock them down either.
They're 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep. Johnson circling up top. Mara leaves on the near right. Held by Andrews. Fire down low. Off the hand of Kobe Johnson, out of bounds. Time out of the court. Your score tied at 12. Tennessee and UCLA. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot doot, and sometimes it's like.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the...
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
You know what I love about spring? It's a season of change, and that means it's time for a closet refresh. Enter Kohl's. With the extra 15% off they have going on, I saved on the latest styles for my entire family, like a cute dress for myself, linen shorts for my husband, and spring jackets for my kids. Just add sunshine and we're set. All thanks to Kohl's. Select styles, some exclusions apply. 15% offer ends March 23rd. See store at kohls.com for details.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW AI architects deliver Microsoft services to automate tasks and boost productivity, helping sales reps connect with more customers. Remote teams collaborate seamlessly, and small businesses compete at scale. That's amazing. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/modernwork.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel walk-behind, zero-turn, and stand-on mowers are built to get the job done. Shop online or at your local Steel dealer. Steel, let's go mow. Available at participating dealers.
Brad Heller in our Westwood One studios. Let's check the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to goodrx.com or download the free GoodRx app. BYU has not trailed. The Cougars lead Wisconsin 75-66 with 8 minutes left to go in Denver. You can hear that finish on the new Westwood One Sports app. Meanwhile, the 1 seed Houston has not trailed. The Cougars up on Gonzaga. The score 60-46 with 11 minutes to go. Auburn, number 1 overall seed, a big second half to beat Creighton, 82-70. Let's get you back to Lexington. John Sadak and LaFonso Ellis.
Be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio with the NCAA Experience official ticket and hospitality packages. Official NCAA hospitality includes live entertainment, upscale food stations and beverages, appearances by NCAA legends, and much more. To be a VIP at the men's Final Four in San Antonio, visit ncaa.com/VIP. 12 minutes clean to go in the first half. It's tied at 12. We have as many combined fouls as we have made buckets. The only player in the game with more than 3 points is Tennessee's Chaz Lanier on a couple of threes, and that has tied Tennessee's single-season record, matching the mark of Kentucky native Chris Lofton, who's in the house tonight in 07-08.
And UCLA has done a magnificent job of taking away his airspace. The problem is he only needs about a fraction of airspace to be able to get a shot off, and he's made them pay. But Tennessee's been dominant on the offensive glass so far. 7 of their 12 points have come from second-chance points.
Tennessee has more offensive rebounds than UCLA has total rebounds.
Right.
It is volunteer ball. Length of the floor, right to left. There's some modest 2-2-1 UCLA pressure here. Ziegler brings it across. They break it easily. More token. Now they settle into, is this a zone? 2-3. Meshack surveys the defense. Looks middle for Phillips. Sharp dribble. Goes to the rim. Floats it up. Rattles in. 14-12. The first Tennessee lead.
Yeah, Phillips able to catch that at the foul line area. Made a read to the baseline. Read to the corner. Realized he had a one-on-one play. Made it. A little jump shot over the top.
UCLA giving Lazar Stefanovic his first minutes. Eric Daly Jr., Sky Clark on the bench with 2 fouls, both early. Matt, top of the arc, front court right. Bilodeau spinning, trying to get the ball in the post. He is 3-quartered hard by Arpara. Now he comes out to receive the ball inside the arc right. Multiple jab steps, 5 seconds to shoot. Spins through a double hook with the left hand. Oh, that's beautiful. The prettiest shot mid-lane of the day, tied at 14. Ziegler on the red. Now it's Bilodeau trying to throw it against Arpara. It's a critical part of the screen game. Meshack and whistle and foul off ball as Gainey got decked by Stefanovic.
Yeah, Stefanovic trying to hug up and try to blow up that screen. The official standing right there and calls it. That's a good call.
Now that's his first. It's the team 6. So the Volunteers have bonus rest of the way. We have 10:57 to go this half.
I'm Tennessee. I'm throwing that thing inside and I'm driving it.
Meshack surveys. Feed right for Ziegler, who had 12 points, 12 dimes in the first round. Sealed off on an inline drive. Kick near reverse. Ziegler jab step, holding left foot pivot. Takes the deep 3, and he got it with 2 on the timer. It's 17-14.
Mack and Dylan Andrews didn't communicate on who was going to switch. Neither of them, both of them stayed with the ball, creating that open shot for Ziegler.
Andrews drives. Bilodeau on high. Pops a 3 off target. Tip controlled by UCLA. Stefanovic feed up top. Andrews rhythm 3. Off iron. No. Bilodeau rebound. He hands off on the wing. They reset. William Kyle III getting time as well. Known for his defense in his days at South Dakota State. Sets a screen for Andrews. Picks it up. Toss left for Mack. Fire onto the wing. It's Bilodeau. Bilodeau puts it on the deck, backing in against the double. Nearly has his pocket pick tied up for a jump. And it'll be Tennessee ball. That came with 1 second on the shot clock. And Meshack firing up this overwhelming orange crowd.
Yes, it's Tyler Bilodeau trying to back down on the left side of the floor. Meshack came down, and instead of just trying to jab at him, he went after the basketball, tied it up. That's a really good read by Meshack.
It's a little over 2.5 hours by car between Knoxville, Tennessee, and Lexington, Kentucky. And there's a lot of Knoxville here in Lexington.
What a crowd.
Ziegler up top to Phillips in the front court left. Lanier cuts. Ziegler comes to the ball outside right. Dribble if he wants. Defended arm's length by Andrews. Puts it on the deck. Spin move into a double. Pressured by Kyle. Loose on the floor. Won by Arpara. 10 to shoot. Up top Lanier. Thought about a logo 3. He's got more of a window. Defended by Kyle. Ball screen left. Picked up on a switch by Bilodeau. Contested long jumper. Off iron 1 on the timer. Weak side Andrews. Bruin ball. UCLA up the floor. 17-14 Tennessee. 9:23 clock rolls. First half. It is a tough physical defensive game. Andrews down the wing left to Mack. Sealed off on a drive. Lead for Kyle. Does the same Stefanovic near right. One sharp dribble. Philadelphia threads the needle to Kyle. Soars in the air. Got hit. Fouled by Phillips. He denies the dunk, but picks up his second, team's fifth.
Well, a really nice ball screen and roll. The ball reverses over to the top to Bilodeau. Bilodeau able to find William Kyle darting to the basket. What a beautiful pass underneath, and he gets fouled on his way.
Make that 4 fouls on Tennessee, 6 on UCLA. So Kyle in the act will go line right. 39% on the year, 57% on his career. He's shooting 2, doesn't play a ton. Less than 10 minutes a game. 3 dribbles, eyes iron, deep knee bend, first shot of the air, no good. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Darlin Stone Dubar is in for Tennessee, his first minutes. Kyle, line right, in the air and good. And Mara will sub back in, Kyle out. So UCLA gets a touch bigger. 7'3" sophomore is in. Tennessee's lead at 2. Volunteer ball right to left.
And, John, he allows their offense to run a little more smoothly because of his passing ability, particularly at the top of the key.
Tennessee to the front court left. Meshack outside right establishes the dribble. Lots of movement off ball. Lanier springs free briefly. Picked up by Andrews on the wing right. Middle for Dubois. He picks it up. Hand off to Ziegler. He's given little ground by Mack. Ball screen right. He slips right down the lane. Slams on the brakes, looking for pass, finds the left corner. It's Meshack, hops into the paint, kick right wing, rhythm 3, and air ball for Dubar, saved by Akpara, but a shot clock violation.
It's really good ball movement by Tennessee. Dubar just coming off the bench, hasn't even gotten the lather, finds himself with an open 3, shoots an air ball, and UCLA able to get another possession.
Yeah, Dubar just 26% on the year, but on his career, 37%. A better shooter than Hofstra.
Indeed.
UCLA ball in the front court right. Tennessee by 2. 8:27 clock rolls. Mack in the middle between the rings. Roll right on Amara's screen. Kick back left. Step back. Thought about a 3. Instead flips down the wing right for Stefanovic. Reverse it up top to Mara. He paws out his defender. He leaves for Andrews. 5 to shoot. Fire to Mara right at the rim. Becker going to foul. And 1 for the big man.
Middle ball screen with Dylan Andrews and Mara. And now because the opposite side big is lifted, Mara's rolling down the rim against the guard, able to throw it over the top. That's Meshack underneath, draws contact and in. An opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And that's Meshack's second. So Meshack has 2. Phillips has 2 for Tennessee. Daly and Clark have 2 apiece for UCLA. As Trent Perry jogs to the table for early minutes. He doesn't play that much for the Bruins normally. Mara and 1 free throw is good. And Kobe Johnson to the table. Robinhood Gold gets you a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions. The new gold standard is here. Sign up at Robinhood.com/gold.
Yeah, Mick Cronin trying to keep his guys fresh because when you're asking guys to defend at the level that he's asking them to defend, you just get tired. And so I think that's a really smart move here, especially with the under 8 timeout coming.
Will they try to attack the freshman? Dubar up top of the front court left. Lead for Lanier up high. He's defended by the subbed-in Kobe Johnson. Ball screen lying in wait on Akpara. He's doubled on the wing left. Reverse the ball. Gainey outside right. 7 to shoot. Weaves to the elbow. Jay on the way. Hits back rim. Missed. Tipped by Akpara. Ripped down by Bilodeau. Chin and spin. Bruin ball. UCLA leads 18-17. 7:39 clock rolls first half. There's going to be a lot of ice used at halftime. A lot of black and blue bruises.
I need some too.
Perry, bounce to Bilodeau, spinning to face, up fake, tries to back in on Dubar, spin, puts up a contested shot, high kiss make, a throwback baseline make. Bruins by 3, Gainey up the floor, lead for a trailer and Dubar, toss right Meshack, playing with 2 fouls. Crosses over to his right, defended by Mack in some space, backs up with the logo, 18 to shoot, chest pass right for Dubar, jab step, puts it on the deck. Lead for Lanier, curling, now drives on Bilodeau, lays it up, rejected by Mara out of nowhere. Bruin ball. Mack up the floor. UCLA on a 6-0 spurt, now deliberate half-court offense. Mara settles down low. Mack showing shake, contested jumper over Akpara, hits heel. Long board, Akpara, Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes, 20-17 UCLA. 2 touch passes, Gainey left corner, drifts up the wing. He backs up, 17 to shoot. 6.5 to go until the break. 1-on-1 Villanova. Ball screen Akpara. Roll right with it. On a switch, it's Mara. And a whistle and foul. And that is 7, so we have bonus free throws. There's a timeout on the court. Your score, 6:27 to go in the first half. UCLA 20, Tennessee 17. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
All power, zero compromise. Ego cordless outdoor power equipment features advanced lithium battery technology that exceeds the power and performance of gas without the noise, fuss, or fumes. From blowers and trimmers to mowers and pressure washers, one battery powers over 90 tools. No wonder it is the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Power beyond belief. Visit egopowerplus.com to learn more or to find an Ego retailer near you. That's egopowerplus.com.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And that is why many of the greatest feats of fandom require you to be on your feet. Any questions?
Professor, NCAA men's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to show up, show out, give it 110 from tip to the final buzzer? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MVB tickets.
Your life, your goals, your legacy. With a dedicated Fidelity advisor, it's all part of a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Visit fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse.
I know. Just got the notification.
Made it.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Stay in the know with USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Thank you. Fans, you can listen to every minute of the NCAA men's tournament on Alexa. Just ask your device to open Westwood One Sports, and you'll be able to select the game you want to hear, or get access to our March Madness Mix channel, which will take you to the best action at any given moment. That's open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa. UCLA 20, Tennessee 17. We have 6:27 to go in the first half. Foul to Kobe Johnson of UCLA, his first team 7. So 1-on-1 free throws pending for Tennessee. UCLA is on a 6-0 run despite Eric Daly being on the bench since the 17:49 mark with 2 fouls. Sky Clark joined him at the 16:55 mark with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Adai Mara is coming off the bench and giving them a nice boost here. He's got 5 here early, and not to mention the number of shots that he's blocked and altered. And so UCLA just dialed in on the defensive end, but they're going to have to make some open shots because at some point Tennessee's going to start to make theirs.
UCLA has already played 10 men, while Tennessee has played 8. Vols have their own foul concern, but Jemai Mashak has been playing for long stretches with 2 fouls, and also a couple of fouls for Kate Phillips, who's gone to the bench since that second foul.
And I think for Tennessee to win this game, they're going to have to get some production from their 2 bigs, Igor Milicic Jr. and Felix Akpara. They've got to get some offensive rebound putbacks, make some 15-footers. They've got to have an impact on this game to beat the Bruins.
Jordan Gainey line left for the 1-and-1, 81% shooter, the son of associate head coach Justin Gainey. He's got 7 points and 4 boards on this tournament that came against Wofford in the opening round. And the free throws a miss, poked by Tennessee twice, one by Ziegler. Volunteers maintain they continue to crash the glass. Ziegler rolling to his right. He floats it up. Alley-oop, Akpara jam! Oh, you called for production from the big fellas, and he pummels the iron. 1-point game.
Ball screen to a back screen led to that wide open dunk for Akpara.
Most aggressive Tennessee defense forces a turnover across midcourt. It's Gainey up ahead, 1-on-1, hang and hit. Banker good, and he got bumped by Andrews.
Driving to his left, drew contact from Andrews, and has the body control to still be able to finish that one off the glass and in. That was pretty.
Johnson could feel the pressure, pass up the sideline, poked out of bounds. Akpara, the big, just leapt in front of the 6'4" guard, Trent Perry, and nearly clean stole it.
UCLA is going to have to simplify this, John, You got a 7'3" guy in Mara out there who's an excellent passer. Against that full court pressure, you've got to get that basketball over to him. That'll take the pressure off their guards having to bring that basketball up full court against pressure.
Stefanovic in, he takes Kobe Johnson's spot. 21-20, Tennessee leads. UCLA ball in the front court right. 5:39 clock roll. Andrews, feed left for Trent Perry. Dump to Mara, left of the paint. Holding a left foot pivot, begins to dribble. Double comes, kick to Perry for three. Got it! Trent Perry, a 32% outside shooter, makes it a 2-point UCLA lead.
Beautiful inside-out basketball.
Ziegler to Milicic. Swing it left, Lanier. Up top, Ziegler had it open three, doesn't pull the trigger. Andrews helped late. Milicic showing the jab step, threads the needle. Akpara couldn't handle. Mara helps take it away. Bruins up the floor. Lob too tall for Bilodeau, but he got hit by Milicic, and that's going to be his first.
Ego Milicic doesn't have to be that aggressive. He had Bilodeau almost 15 feet away from the box. You've done your job. Let it go.
Get good at money so you can be a little bad. Invest well at Empower.com. That's now 6 fouls in Tennessee, so the Bruins will have bonus rest of the way. Baseline trigger to come from Andrews. He feeds Bilodeau, rhythm left wing three. Short, flat, won by Milicic in Tennessee mid-lane. Lanier up the floor. A couple of triples in the earlier stage. He's been quiet otherwise. Gainey outside right. They deliberately space. 5 out here from Tennessee. Gainey, fire Milicic, up fake on a three. Bilodeau defends, dump down low. Akpara, contested by Mara, puts it up in a brick. Won by UCLA.
Yeah, the height and length of Mara made him put a little bit of extra arc on that basketball, and that's why it was so long.
Hard clank off the iron. Andrews other end. Nasty right to left crossover. Good bounce to Mara. Mid lane turnaround rejected by Akpara. And he got hit in the face, and he's slow up the floor. Yes. Volunteer ball.
Says he okay, though. He put a thumbs up.
Ziegler between the rings. UCLA leads 23-21. Lanier, great lead for Milicic. Two-hand jam rejected by Mara. He got rejected on the way up of a dunk. UCLA the other end. Andrews, Bilodeau. Backdoor denied by Tennessee, so he backs in Gainey. Muscles to the rim. Leaning lefty miss. He's fouled. Wow, this is intensely physical. There's a timeout on the court. 3:55 to go in the first. A hockey game in Lexington. UCLA 23, Tennessee 21. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
With Marriott Bonvoy, take your game day rituals on the road. No matter how you show your team spirit, find a stay for your style when you explore our entire world of hotel brands and experiences. Marriott Bonvoy has a brand for every kind of fan. Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA. Explore more at marriottbonvoy.com/NCAA.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
So, your small business is outgrowing your garage. You could go online, find a space, and get catfished. Or you could work with an agent who's a realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. Right by you.
It's time for basketball. And right now, Uber Eats has deals on McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
John St. Act, LaFonso Ellis here at our Grainger broadcast position. Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. Stay on top of your game with Grainger. Get the industrial-grade products right when you need them to help your business move forward. When you call 1-800-GRANGER or click Granger.com. These are two teams known for defense. UCLA leads Tennessee 23-21 with 3:55 to go in the first. The Bruins, the best scoring defense in the Big Ten. They yield 65 points a game. The Volunteers, the best scoring defense in the SEC, top 10 of the country. They allow 63 a game, and neither's on that pace right now.
They're certainly not, and I got to give a lot of credit to Adad Mara. When he came into the basketball game, Tennessee's running some really nice offs to get their big, some easy opportunities around the rim. He's either blocking, which he has 2 in this game, or altering everything around the rim.
Yeah, foul before the break went on Gainey, his first, team 7. So Bilodeau line right shooting 2. He was hacked in the act. First, he's in the air, short. He's had a few short shots. He had struggled some from 3. His last 5 games entering tonight, 2 for 12. He's 73% at the line on the year, but single-digit points in back-to-back games. Second free throw in the air, hits heel, miss, rebound, Gainey, ball.
And you need all of those easy buckets, points down the stretch when you're playing against a team like Tennessee.
Kyle was ready to sub in, but presumably for the shooter. He goes back to the bench. Lanier left side three, got fouled. He got hit by Stefanovic. A lightning quick release, and it's 3 free throws coming, as that is 2 fouls now on Stefanovic.
Yeah, Stefanovic got stuck on a little screen, and he was late coming around, and Bilodeau should give him some help there, but he's late as well, and that's how Lanier was able to get that open look and fouled him in the process.
Lanier 73% this year, 88% a year ago in North Florida. He had 29 against Wofford in his NCAA tournament debut. That tied with Creighton's Jemiah Neal for the most of any one player in the big dance on Thursday. Wow. First of the year is good. Download the brand new Westwood One Sports app and catch every minute of the men's and women's NCAA tournament anytime, anywhere. Don't be left out. Get the Westwood One Sports app today. It was the 3rd most points of any Tennessee player in an NCAA tournament game as he hits the second. Stefanovic out with 2 fouls. Kobe Johnson back. Dalton Connect dropped 37 on Purdue in the Elite 8 last year. Ernie Grunfeld had 36 against VMI in 1976.
You suggested he's in good company?
Very much. 3rd free throw a make. It was the Ernie and Bernie show for Tennessee when these teams met in 1977.
What a pair.
Half court trapping pressure from Tennessee. UCLA feels it, deals with it far better. Down a point. Mara off the block left against Akpara, trying to back him in. He gives little ground. He spins end line. Contested jumper is good. Showing the skill, 25-24.
Yeah, little drop step to the baseline, little shot fake to freeze the defender, and what a feathery touch over the top.
We have had 4 ties, 6 lead changes. It's been tight. It's been low scoring. Ziegler snaps to Lanier. He thought about a deep 3. Kobe Johnson collapses. Milicic tried to screen, instead swaps away. Ziegler comes to the ball, 9 to shoot. Behind the back move, he thought about a 3, 6 to shoot. Picked up on a switch by Bilodeau, tries to blow by, doubled, opposite, Gainey, corner 3, got it! The timer had gone down to 0.5, and it's 27-25 Tennessee.
Dribble baseline, opposite corner, Phil. All the defenders in the middle of the floor, that's what created that open 3.
Throwing the ball front court right. Andrews behind the back. Offensive foul that knocks Ziegler to the floor off ball.
Partner, I couldn't see that one. I could see if he used his inside arm to push him off. I'm not certain on that one.
Bilodeau out, Kyle in. And looks like Sebastian Mack will return. He'll take the spot of Andrews. So the foul goes on Andrews, is his first. Bruins have some major foul concerns.
Yes.
Daly has 2, Stefanovic has 2, Clark has 2, and the team has 9. It's double bonus for the Volunteers.
And you know the one thing that UCLA is not going to do, and that's get soft on defense. They're going to keep defending.
Tennessee ball front court left. Milicic left wing 3 off iron miss. Rebound to the chest to Kobe Johnson. UCLA got hammered by Akpara, no call. Akpara was off balance. Johnson had slammed on the brakes. Mara leave up top for Trent Perry. Tries to drive on Ziegler. Shovel to Kobe Johnson. Barely collected cleanly. Nasty crossover. Shakes Gainey. Dump down the drain of the lane. Loose on the deck. It's won by Perry. 8 to shoot. He's pinned. Blind pass. He finds Mara left wing. Flip to Johnson. He eyes the shot clock. 3 to shoot. Step back. Bounce pass. Mara spin. Shot short. And Milicic has it for Tennessee. 1:47 clock rolls. Tennessee across. Leading 27-25. Milicic outside right, defended by Kyle. Right in front of a parking Mick Cronin. Backs into the corner right, up the wing right. Hand off to Ziegler. He clears him out. He's one-on-one against Perry. Feed to Lanier outside right, 8 to shoot. Lanier takes a deep three. Off fire and miss. Loose ball slapped that one by Morrow, UCLA. Here come the Bruins. On the trot, it's Perry gets a cross timeout. 1:19 to go in this first half. 27-25, the Tennessee lead. There's a break in the action. Sponsored by Straight Talk. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Tennessee 25, Tennessee 27, UCLA 25. 1:19 to go in the first half. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Download the official NCAA March Madness live app, and you can listen to every Westwood One broadcast of the men's and women's basketball tournaments for free. Just look at the headphones icon of any live game. And if you're in the car, it seamlessly integrates with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Get the official NCAA March Madness live app today. 1:19 to go, first half. 27-25. Tennessee has the lead. UCLA has the ball out of its called timeout. Bilodeau among the subs to come back in. You believe Mick Cronin wants his offense?
Oh, there's no question about it, because his ability to be able to stretch the floor, and Morrow can be out on the floor, which allows either Bilodeau or himself to be able to be one-on-one down on the post.
They each have 7 to pace UCLA, and Lanier has 9 to lead the game in Tennessee. So Mack will trigger. UCLA without Eric Daly since 2+ minutes in. Sky Clark since the 16:55 mark, each with 2 fouls. Entry backcourt left, Dylan Andrews brings it across. Feed left, Kobe Johnson, 18 to shoot, defended by Lanier. Bilodeau, up fake free throw line, step back, lob to Morrow. Back to the basket, spinning hook, off iron miss. Rebound, Milicic, Tennessee.
He missed it, but that's the high-low action we were just talking about, that those two on the floor at the same time affords.
Ziegler outside right. Tennessee hasn't led by more than 3. He gets doubled, tries to playground it off Andrews, and it ricochets sideline off the Bruins. 15 to shoot.
I'll tell you what, Dylan Andrews, man, that dude can sit down and guard. And you talk about one of the best point guards in the country, and Zakai Ziegler couldn't get by him.
He shut down Ian Martinez in the Utah State game. Held him to 2 points, 1 of 11 shooting. O'Daney inbound to Milicic, 15 to shoot, 50 seconds, up 2. Lanier up fake, got 2 defenders in the air. Give right on the look for Ziegler, trying to shake Bilodeau. Leave right wing Gainey, 5 to shoot. Into the lane, gets tripped up and fouled. Sebastian Mack with his first. It's double bonus.
And Sebastian Mack trying to slide as he's dribbling that basketball. Jordan Gainey to his left and just couldn't get good defensive position. Jordan Gainey able to draw that foul.
So now Gainey to shoot 2, 10 fouls on UCLA, 81% shooter. He is the man first off the bench for the Vols on the year. First free throw is in the air and good. Do you like your protein crunchy, chewy, salty, or sweet? If you've got goals, Quest has cheats. From bars to protein shakes to chips and crackers, Quest Nutrition is big on protein, low on sugar, and huge on flavor. It's basically cheating. Second free throw in the air is good.
I'm more of a crunchy guy.
I like the crunchy, too. I think we have shared food plans for later.
Indeed, let's go.
Here's the most extended Tennessee pressure we've seen. About a 10-second differential. UCLA across Johnson doubled. Pass middle, stolen by Lanier. Off to the races, up on the right hand, and one! The largest lead Tennessee has had, and a chance to stretch it with a three-point play. It's 31-25 Volunteers, 27 seconds.
That was really good defensive possession by Tennessee. Baited the offensive player of UCLA right over half court. Trapped him there. That's the worst place to get the basketball because you have the baseline, you have the sideline, the half court line, the two defenders. That's the worst place to be. And Tennessee able to take advantage out in transition there. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Foul to Andrews, his second. Free throw is good. Andrews stays in with 2 fouls. It's 32-25, an 8-0 Tennessee run. Timer off. Bruins up the floor left to right against 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure. Andrews gets it across. He's doubled immediately. Trying to pass out of it to Bilodeau. Right side Mara, 16 seconds. Mara one-handed flip middle for Andrews. Stefanovic back in with Kobe Johnson out, 10 seconds. Andrews, Bilodeau screen, roll left. Feed Bilodeau, 3 on high. Bad brick, glass and rim. Rebound, Gainey, stolen by Mack. Put back, rattles and miss. Zeros on the clock. It's an 8-0 run by Tennessee to reach halftime. A 32-25 Volunteer lead. Tennessee out-rebounded UCLA 11-2 in the last 3.5 minutes.
A brilliant move by Coach Rick Barnes to go into some three-quarter court pressure to force UCLA into some mistakes. Able to get out in transition, get an easy layup. Momentum, Tennessee.
Halftime score, Tennessee 32, UCLA 25. When we return, we'll head back to our Straight Talk Wireless studios for the halftime report. Need more data so you can stream your Jam Mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk. You get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. For the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
When it feels like the world has stopped, good finds a way. Good is happening, even now. Good connects us, even when we can't get close. Good never stops, and neither does Children International. With support from caring friends, we help provide children and families with the critical essentials they need. Essentials like food assistance, hygiene education, medical help, and financial support. To learn more, go to children.org/help today. Together, we can help end poverty for good.
In 2007, Marine First Lieutenant Travis Manion was killed in Iraq after saving his wounded teammates. Travis's legacy lives on through the 5 words he spoke before leaving for his final deployment. If not me, then who? Words that today fuel the spirit of Travis Manion Foundation. Words that live in veterans, families of the fallen, and inspired civilians who go out of their way to find a way, who help others with the help of others, who bounce back after each setback, who make good on good intentions. Through Travis Manion Foundation, if not me, then who, are words that can live in you too. Show the world what your character is made of, because character is invisible until it's not. Find out how you can strengthen the character of your community alongside empowered veterans, families of the fallen, and inspired civilians at travismanion.org. That's travismanion.org.
Welcome to the Straight Talk Wireless Studios here in Los Angeles. I'm Brad Heller. Need more data so you can stream your jam mix on loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Halftime in Lexington, Tennessee leads UCLA 32-25. All right, let's get to the scoreboard. What a game between BYU and Wisconsin. The Cougars were up by 11 with 2.5 minutes to go. Wisconsin led by John Tanjay trying to come all the way back. The Badgers down 2 with the ball.
Tanjay stands in the middle of the floor, drives right side against Mawat Mag with 4 seconds, forcing up a tough fadeaway jumper. It won't go. Pumped by Keita, and that'll do it. For the first time since 2011, BYU is through to the Sweet 16. They hang on 91-89. BYU wins it, eliminating Wisconsin.
Kevin Kugler on the call. That was despite 37 points from John Tanjay, a school tournament record. Meanwhile, Houston about to finish off Gonzaga, or trying to. The Cougars only up 4, 76-72, just over a minute to go. You can hear that finish on the Westwood One Sports app. Auburn, number 1 overall seed, beating Creighton 82-70 with a big second half run, 20-4 to move on. They'll face Michigan on Sunday, Michigan in the Sweet 16. That's right, Friday in Atlanta. Michigan beat Texas A&M 91-79. Arkansas and John Calipari over Rick Pitino and St. John, 75-66. The Razorbacks, their 4th Sweet 16 in 5 years. They'll get Texas Tech Thursday in San Francisco. The Red Raiders holding off Drake 77-64. Purdue on to Indianapolis, 76-62 over McNeese. They'll get the winner of Gonzaga and Houston. That's the tournament scoreboard, sponsored by MaintainX. MaintainX is the asset and maintenance app that brings your unplanned downtime to zero. Try for free at maintainx.com/MVP. That's maintain and the letter x.com/MVP. Tennessee by 7 at halftime over UCLA, 32-25. Coming up, Nick Boss stops by. We're going to preview tomorrow's round 2 action. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA radio network.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Hey, fellow Gen Xers, it's Elizabeth Banks. Big news! The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the charge. After all, we gave the world the internet. We're trailblazers. Let's lead the way again, because we are at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Head to VaxAssist.com and schedule today. That's VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
O'Reilly.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Buying a home used to feel like a complete headache. Listings here, pre-approval there, financing somewhere else. Now, Rocket is giving every home one address. Rocket.com. A single seamless homeownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, and refinance your home. Everything you need, all under one roof. Visit Rocket.com, the new home for all things homeownership. Rocket. Own the dream.
Brad Heller back in our Westwood One studios. Halftime in Lexington, Tennessee leads UCLA 32-25. All right, now we're going to preview tomorrow's second round action, which means we have a guest in studio. It's Nick Baugh, our in-studio analyst for the entire tournament. Hi, Nick. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Tournament's off and running. This is great.
So we got the two number one seeds in action tomorrow. We'll start with the last two back-to-back national champs, the two programs to do that, UConn and Florida. But the Gators have just so much talent on that roster. Can UConn keep up with that?
I lean towards no. I look at Florida right now. I think they are playing better than anybody in the country. They ran through the SEC tournament, and they looked razor sharp in the first half, in particular, their first round opponent. UConn has had a hard time finding that consistency defensively. They were clutch, I thought, defensively down the stretch in that Oklahoma game. They got stops in the final 3 minutes of that game, and Caravan made some big plays as well. But if McNeely doesn't score for the Huskies, that's the thing, too. It's not just about defense. Like, you got to score to keep pace with Florida. Walter Clayton is playing at an All-American level. Going to be a tall task because I think the Gators are just they got so many weapons. They can beat you in so many different ways. But you never know when Danny Hurley's on that sidelines. It's kind of amazing. That was the first close game UConn has played in the tournament in multiple years, because think about their back-to-back championship runs. They never got touched for the 12 games in the tournament. It's nuts.
Everything double digits until this game with Oklahoma in the first round. The other number one seed, Duke and Baylor. How do the Bears make life uncomfortable for Cooper Flagg and company?
I think mixing defenses. I think if you throw fastballs at Duke for 40 minutes, they're going to just slam home runs on you. You got to throw some changeups, throw some curveballs, do some different things. Baylor has some zone they can run that I think is a good thing to probably try to do. I thought for Duke, I thought Cooper Flagg looked good. I didn't think it looked like he was hobbling at all. But I think the biggest thing is you got to try to keep Duke out of rhythm, because if they get into a rhythm and a flow, they are also obviously a juggernaut offensively. But we'll see what happens. I mean, VJ Edgecombe is a very talented freshman for Baylor who came up big in the second half in that win over Mississippi State. Baylor's a talented team. They've been a little inconsistent. I certainly lean Duke there, but that should be a good one too.
And last one for you, between Colorado State and New Mexico, which one of those double-digit seeds you think has the best chance to get to next weekend?
I like Colorado State in terms of how they've been playing, but I think it's a bad matchup. Maryland's too good inside, and I think that's where Colorado State's a little vulnerable in the front line. So I think New Mexico has probably got the better chance of the two, mainly because they got an elite point guard in Donovan Dent, who down the stretch in that Marquette game just took things over. He's excellent in a pick-and-roll situation. And New Mexico's physical. You got to be able to match the physicality and the depth of Michigan State. So I think because of Dent, I'd give New Mexico the best chance to knock off Michigan State, but we'll see.
Mountain West versus Big Ten. We will see what happens. Nick Baugh, studio analyst for the entire tournament. Thank you, as always, for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, we'll send you back to the arena when we return. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? Well, that's about to change, thanks to a new initiative from Autism Speaks, Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs, that seeks to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Lee Container is a family-owned business that has found success by staying true to the golden rule: treat others as you would want to be treated. There are hundreds of thousands of people with autism and people with intellectual or developmental differences who are ready and willing to work in our communities. Our coalition is committed to hiring an inclusive workforce, providing training for hiring professionals, and providing guidelines for all employees. Together, we can create a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. Will you join us? We are inviting other businesses, institutions, and community leaders to join in. To learn more, please visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Furnished by the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Every year, millions of pets go missing, leaving families heartbroken. If you lose or find a pet, Petco Love Lost is here to help. Our free, easy-to-use platform uses photo matching technology across multiple media platforms to bring lost pets home. Just upload a photo and quickly search the largest national lost and found pet database. Let's unite to reunite, because every lost pet deserves to find their way home. Register today at petcolovelost.org.
COVID-19 has changed everything for the children of the world. Since the earliest days of the pandemic, we've been on the ground, providing children food, educational resources, and basics no child should be without. To learn more, visit savethechildren.org/together. This year, join us and make change for children. Visit savethechildren.org/together. Sponsored by Save the Children.
John Sanak, LaFonso Ellis, our Westwood One crew. Halftime at Lexington, it's 32-25. Tennessee has the lead on the Bruins, an 8-0 run over the final 3 minutes of that first half. What did you see in the first half?
Well, I saw a UCLA team that got off to a pretty decent start. We knew it was going to be a rock fight, a defensive effort on both teams coming in. And Adai Mara, Tyler Bilodeau was able to give them some balance there on the offensive end. 14 points between the two of them of the 25 that they have. Sky Clark picked up some early foul trouble. But then I thought at the end of that first half, I thought Rick Barnes made a terrific chess move. Decided to go to some three-quarter court pressure. They were able to get a couple turnovers, get some easy ones in transition, got to the foul line, and that changed the momentum of this game. That was a really good move by Coach Barnes.
You speak of fouls. Major concern for Bruins with 2. Dylan Andrews, Eric Daly Jr., Sky Clark, and Lazar Stefanovic, each with 2 fouls in the first half.
Yeah, and that's big, especially with Eric Daly, because Eric Daly, his ability to be able to stretch the floor with his 3-ball ability, he can drive it, you can post him at 6'8", 220. He's got to be able to give them some offense here in the second half if they're hoping to beat Tennessee.
Zakai Ziegler was mostly denied steering the ship for Tennessee.
Yes, they did a great job of taking away his airspace, making his catches difficult, staying in gaps so he can help, and he was never able to get any really good dribble penetration to the basket. They were making things difficult for Chaz Lanier, but when you're a great player, he's still able to get 12 points in the first half on 2 of 3 shooting from three-point line.
Halftime score, 32-25, Tennessee over UCLA. Second half next. Men's basketball tournament on Westwood One, the NCAA Radio Network.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse.
I know. Just got the notification.
Made it.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Stay in the know with USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
Monster.com helps you slam dunk the job search and make your next career move. With great coaching and millions of job openings, Monster.com empowers you to score your next position and win the job hunt. Get off the bench and go to Monster.com today.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Westwood One presents Great Moments in Tournament History.
April 2004, UConn's men's and women's basketball teams attempt to accomplish what no school had ever done before, win championships in the same season. At the Final Four in San Antonio, Jim Calhoun's club clobbered Georgia Tech to win it all and watched one night later in New Orleans when Gino Auriemma's squad toppled Tennessee to duplicate the feat.
That's going to do it. Twice as nice for Connecticut men and women. The three-peat for UConn, a Taurasi trifecta. And it's over. Connecticut wins the national championship for the second night in a row.
The 5th overall title for the women and the 2nd for the men. Great moments for both, but together they rewrote NCAA tournament history. I'm Kevin Kugler.
Back in Lexington, Rupp Arena, John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis, our Westwood One crew. 32-25, Tennessee the advantage on UCLA at the break. It was a nip-and-tuck game most of the first half before Tennessee shut down the UCLA offense and found its own life with an 8-0 spurt over the final 3 minutes. What are you thinking in terms of what each locker room was talking about at the break?
I think for UCLA, the issue with them is Scott Clark staying out of foul trouble. Is he's going to need to be aggressive, but pick his spots on the offensive end and not try to get 14 points back in a hurry. And then for Tennessee, more of the same. Continue to block out, be physical inside, and force Bilodeau and Mara off the box when they're trying to post up.
Yeah, it was an intensely physical and very foul-heavy game at the start. It felt like a tone was set in the very infancy of the game.
And we knew that was coming in because these are two extraordinarily good defensive teams, top 18 in the country in defensive efficiency. So we thought it'd be a rock fight, and easy offense is difficult to come by when you're playing against either of these teams, and that surely manifested itself in the first half.
Second chance points favor Tennessee 9-zip. Fast break to Tennessee 5-zip. Rebounding to Tennessee 21-14. Chaz Lanier leading the way. He has 12 for the Volunteers, 3 of 9 from the field, but 2 of 3 from deep, 4 for 4 at the line, 7 apiece for both Tyler Bilodeau and Adai Mara for UCLA. Mara with a couple of blocks as well. Time now to connect with our analysts for the second half key, sponsored by Wago. Trust your game, trust your wiring with Wago Electrical Connectors. Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. All right, LaFonso Ellis, let's start with the trailing UCLA Bruins.
Yeah, UCLA's got to protect their backboard. Tennessee was able to get 10 offensive rebounds that led to 9 points. And for Tennessee, they've got to continue to do what they've done, is disrupt the offensive flow of UCLA and not let those guards get going on the offensive end.
Time now for the start of the second half, sponsored by Indeed.com. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Tennessee clad in white with the orange lettering and numerals, and UCLA in the blue tops and shorts with the gold lettering and numerals. UCLA in caps raised above the numbers on the chest. Tennessee above the number, Volunteers below the number for the Volunteers. So Sky Clark to trigger. He was on the bench a little over 3 minutes into the game with 2 fouls, never returned.
Yeah, Sky Clark and Eric Daly for UCLA should be well rested. They were there for a while in the first half.
And it's Daly who comes to the ball that gets tipped by Milicic near backcourt. Now Daly outside left trying to shake Milicic. Now tries to bully it, dropping the left shoulder, picks up the pound. Bounce to Andrews outside left. Reset to Daly, just missed him out of bounds.
A nice little repost there by Daly, and Andrews just threw that one at a very poor angle, and that ball went sailing out of bounds.
Now Tennessee up the floor. Ziegler only a couple of dimes in the first. Blew by Daly, puts it up into the foul. That's a third on Daly. He only played a shade over 2 minutes in the first. He's got his third foul, 29 seconds into the second.
Yeah, a little ball screen action, and they switched it. Bailey never got in front of the basketball and was trailing the entire time. And when you do that against a really good guard in Zakai Ziegler, Ziegler just pushed his body back into his opportunity for a three-point play here.
Daly out, Mara in, Ziegler line right. He's got 7 points. He's got 8 points. Sticks the and 1 free throw. And here's long Tennessee pressure. It was three-quarter court late first. It is full here 35-25, Tennessee up a game-high 10. Johnson outside left, double to the front court left. Middle for Andrews, behind the back move on the Bajak. Rolling right, Mara trying to post. Pass to Clark between the rings. Over top goes Lanier, re-screen, left side three. Got it! He's not cold. He trains from deep, 35-28.
Yeah, able to come off that ball screen to his left and got hung up on that screen, which created that open look, and he drills it.
Bounce pass of Parra, spinning shot rejected by Mara out of bounds. Parra tried to save it, stepped out of play, Bruin ball.
Yeah, Felix Akpara just tried to make a quick move to the middle, turn to the baseline. Akpara was standing right there and blocked that shot without leaving the floor.
7'3", Meshack fronts the 1-2-2. He's all the way extended free throw line. Catching the backcourt for the Bruins. Dylan Andrews lobbing with Clark. Double comes across for Andrews. Two-touch passes. Clark sees the seam. Cuts to the cup. Lead for Mara. And he didn't anticipate. Lost it to Meshack, tumbling on the ground. Up ahead, Milicic. Look for Lanier. Sharpshooter guarded tightly left wing. Lead bounce pass too long for Milicic. And line out of bounds.
But we said it in the first half. Against this three-quarter court pressure and full court pressure of Tennessee, Adai Mara 7'3". You got to put him just beyond the half court and just throw it over the top to him. And if you have a wing player in the opposite corner, now you can create some offense. Missed opportunities for UCLA.
First try at entry was batted by Ziegler out of bounds. 1 second off the timer. Baseline trigger to come from Andrews, backcourt right. 18:32 to go, second half, 35-28 Tennessee. Bounce pass to Clark, right corner. He dribbles up. Meshack gives him a little bit of space. Now they slough off on the trap. They let Clark cross. Bilodeau ball screen. Clark has Milicic. Slams on the brakes. Lead left for Andrews. Puts it on the deck. Tied up, taken away by Ziegler. He sprints, threads the needle. Lanier up ahead on Mara. Changes hands, and he finishes right block, right hand off the window. 37-28.
It's a really smart move by Chaz Lanier, pushing it in transition to his left, but used the rim to protect it from Adai Mara, blocking his shot. Well done.
Bruin ball, front court left. Clark rolling right outside the arc. Flip down the wing for Dylan Andrews. Reverse the ball near left for Kobe Johnson. Picks up the pound, double. Middle for Mara, 8 to shoot. Chest pass right. Clark pops a three. Got it. Couple of triples for Sky Clark, 37-31.
Yeah, a little ball reversal, and the defense was late getting to him, and he makes them pay from that right wing.
Sebastian Mack ready to sub. Ziegler blows by Andrews, misses a rush shot, altered by the length of Mara, who has the loose ball. Bruins other end. Mara, toss right for Clark, lob to Bilodeau in the post. Trying to back in against Milicic, given the isolation. Muscles, up fake, shot, short. Rebound Tennessee, nearly stripped by Kobe Johnson, knocked out of bounds by the Bruins.
Tyler Bilodeau trying to bully ball in the middle of the floor. I thought he could have gone right up over the top because he had already stunned Milicic with his first bump. And he tried to shoot it over the top, and Milicic wouldn't have anything to do with that.
Bilodeau has missed 6 of his 9 from the field. Light pressure by UCLA, broken quickly by Tennessee. Ziegler, chest pass right. Lanier, long 2 is short off iron. Rebound, Sky Clark. He roars up the floor. Wears the shorts a little low, a little baggy. Looks a little 90s.
Old school.
Drive on the right wing. Meshack paws at Mack and is whistled for a foul. It's going to be his third. Later on, we'll select the smart coaching move of the day, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Meshack out, Gainey in. And UCLA with a sub. Trent Perry subs in. He'll take the spot of Mack. 16:49, second half, 37-31 Tennessee. Kobe Johnson calls the break, flips it into Perry. Holding the ball, dribble if he wants, puts it on the deck right hand. Tosses middle for Mara, feed left for Clark. Bilodeau trying to post. Clark shaking to bake, feed left for Bilodeau. Mara gets a lob against Akpara, trying to back in left block, spinning left-handed hook, short, little flat Milicic Tennessee ball.
Yeah, Akpara made him catch that ball about 2 feet off of his comfort zone, and that was a difficult hook shot to make with his left hand over his right shoulder from 6 feet.
Milicic handoff Gainey, dribbles to the logo, 18 on the timer. Volunteers by 6. Fire right of the lane, Lanier. Leave on the right wing, Milicic. Puts it on the deck, left hand. Sweeping, look up top, Gainey. Great up fake, cuts closer, lead right, Lanier, 3. Got it! Stepped wide, man, his shot is pretty.
Dribble penetration to that right elbow All of a sudden, the defender has to help just a little bit, and that creates way too much room for a quick trigger from Chaz Lanier.
Stefanovic ready to sub in. Bruin ball front court left. Clark outside left. Literal hand in his face for Milicic. Tries to shake him. Can't cross him over. Bilodeau trying to post against an undersized Gainey. Perry outside right, 7 to shoot. Jump give to Bilodeau on the wing right, 5 to shoot. Dump to Mara, 3 to shoot. Sweeping in Akpara, puts it up close to the cup, rejected, and a reverse dunk waved off travel. Before the shot clock violation, before the jam, Mara called for steps. Timeout of the court, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. You can save big when you bundle your auto, home, motorcycle, RV, or boat. Visit Progressive.com. Tennessee 40, UCLA struggling to score with 31, 15-32, second half. From the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, this is the men's basketball tournament.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding. Whoa! Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Woo-hoo! Snarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Do you ever lose your balance or feel dizzy for no apparent reason? Do you hear ringing in your ears or have migraines? Well, you're not alone. 1 in 5 Americans will experience these symptoms, which could be signs you have a problem with your inner ear or vestibular system. Because these symptoms are invisible and hard to describe, they are often overlooked by doctors and dismissed by family and friends. We can help. Call the Vestibular Disorders Helpline at 800-837-8428. That's 800-837-8428. Or visit us online at liferebalanced.org. Sponsored by the Vestibular Disorders Association.
Let's check the stats, sponsored by Barbasol. Barbasol shaving cream delivers a thick lather and close, comfortable shave for half the price of gels. Why pay more for a great shave? Choose Barbasol. Well, it's 40-31. Tennessee, the lead on UCLA, led by Chaz Lanier, who has erupted 17 points in 22 and a half minutes. His 3 triples mean he has 119 on the year, breaking the single-season Tennessee record set by Chris Lofton in 07-08. No Bruin has more than 9. Rebounding continues to favor Tennessee, 23-18.
Yeah, I played with one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, and Dale Ellis, who's a former Tennessee Volunteer. And the way you guard those guys is you don't leave them. You play 4-on-4 on the backside, and UCLA has been willing to help a little bit. And when you have a quick trigger like that, you end up paying for it. He's got 17 points in this game on 3 or 4 shooting from the 3.
Most aggressive full-court UCLA defense, and Tennessee breaks it immediately. Already in the front court right. Ziegler between the rings. The lead at 9. Lanier outside left. Milicic screen. He cuts to the cup. Denied. Middle Ziegler. 10 to shoot. Ball screen left. He slices to the rim. Loops it out to Gainey. Right wing 3. Got it. Oh, what a pass by Ziegler.
Yeah, little ball screen, which got Ziegler to his left in the lane. The weak side help guy had to come get some help, and he flung that over to the right wing with his left hand. He drills it for 3. Beautiful play.
UCLA hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes. Clark on the run. High kiss, rattle, miss. Rebound, Mara, hit, foul.
And I thought you made a great point during the break, John. The only guy that looks like he has some confidence on the perimeter for UCLA is Sky Clark. He's going to have to try to take this game over on the offensive end.
How else can UCLA deny the avalanche that feels like it's coming? Gainey is second.
It's what we said earlier. You can't leave Lanier. You literally spot shadow him, don't leave him, and you play 4-on-4 on the backside. It's the only shot they have.
Milicic out. Phillips in. He was impactful before 2 fouls sidelined him in the first. Trigger called by Clark. Finds Stefanovic left corner. He's doubled. Pass to Mara left of the lane. 43-31 Tennessee. Largest margin of the game. Mara picks it up. Opposite Stefanovic. Inside the arc right. Backs up. Feed to Daly. Playing with 3 fouls. Middle for Clark. 6 to shoot. Overplay by Lanier. 4 to shoot. Clark contested left wing 3 is a rattle miss. Loose on the deck. Boxing board Phillips. Snaps the chest pass up. Skating into the front court right for Tennessee. Loops past Mara. Feed up top for Lanier. Defended by Clark tightly. He pops a contested right wing 3. Got it. Clark got screened off hard. Mara laid on help. UCLA needs a timeout. It is a 9-0 run in less than 2 minutes, and the Volunteers have their largest lead on the board. Timeout on the court, Tennessee 46, UCLA 31, 14-11, second half. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is making this noise. Sometimes it's like doot, 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 and sometimes it's like grrr.
Do you have a dash light on?
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to listen for clues. With the free Fix Finder service, we can read a check engine, ABS, or maintenance light to find the likely fix and even recommend a local shop if you need one.
So you don't need to hear the grrr.
Not with Fix Finder. Free at every AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel, walk-behind, zero-turn, and stand-on mowers are built to get the job done. Shop online or at your local Steel dealer. Steel, let's go mow. Available at participating dealers.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
It's time for the Coles fact of the game. In 1889, Tennessee Athletics Association President Charles Moore found a patch of orange and white daisies. He immediately decided those would be the school colors.
Wow.
That's why they're orange and white. That's the fact of the game. Sponsored by Kohl's. Make this spring a stylish one with on-trend looks for every occasion when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where families come first. Well, the Volunteers are on a 9-0 run, and it is a tsunami overwhelming UCLA. It's a game-high 46-31 lead for Tennessee. A lot of time, 14-11 to go in the second. But how does UCLA, out of this call timeout, stop the bleeding and get scores?
Again, they just can't leave Chaz Lanier on that last little handoff action. Adai Mara, instead of being up to the level of the handoff, was like 3 feet off of it. And now his defender gets hung up on that screen, and there's no one there to challenge the shot. Chaz Lanier is just too good of a shooter to give him any airspace. When we talked about Eric Bailey, he's got to get involved in this game and be more aggressive, Eric Daly, even with 3 fouls in this game.
Aggressive pressure from Tennessee. Entry to Perry, who sprints through it. Bounce to Clark. They're in the front court left. Mara's out. Bilodeau's back. Lanier's got 20 for the 15th time this year. Stefanovic circling outside right. Inside the arc, pops to 2. That's true. It's 46-33. It snaps a nearly 4-minute scoreless stretch for the Bruins.
It came off of that ball screen, moving to his right. His defender got hung up on the screen, and that created that airspace for him to knock down that 16-foot jump shot.
UCLA pressure just slows Tennessee. Still crosses 21 on the timer. Gaining near right to front court right. Establishes the dribble, deliberately Weaves to the logo. Look left for Ziegler. Whistle. And there's an issue in the right corner with Lanier, who's doubled over. It looks to be in discomfort. The ball was being dribbled at the top of the arc, and Lanier was out of bounds in the right corner. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like he got tied up with Perry. And they're going to go to the monitors here. Was that a inadvertent contact to a rough area?
Yeah, it's in a rough area. So that's automatically going to be a flagrant one.
It looked like he was trying to press him up against that sideline.
Yeah, he didn't try. It wasn't
Potential play
intentional.
is under review for potential flagrant foul.
John Sadak, LaFonso Ellis here at Granger broadcast position, Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. For the ones who get it done, there's Granger, offering professional-grade products for all industries, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by.
Don't you forget my name again that you had to write it down on the card?
Mike Dodson wrote it down on the card because he's the best producer on the planet.
I would agree with that.
Daryl Doss, our engineer, Dan Peters on stats, a stellar crew here in Lexington. It was Perry who was trying to press up against Lanier, and you could see the contact and its immediate impact on Lanier, who doubled over.
Yeah, again, it's unintentional, but with the way the rule is, they're trying to protect players.
There's no foul on the play.
Wow, that's unusual. It almost always is a flagrant foul.
The flagrant one is deemed excessive in nature, unnecessary contact, not based on severity, but they determined no foul on the play.
And I love the fact, coming from the NBA referees have so much room and leash to be able to make decisions. And I like to see that actually come to the collegiate game as well. I'm thrilled that they didn't call a flagrant foul there.
Will be volunteer ball. Lanier on the trigger, hash far side, front court right. Looks middle to Ziegler. Rolls to the near right, picked up by Perry. Feed Phillips, handoff Ziegler. He darts to the rim, slams on the break. Spinning on a left foot pivot. Lead for Phillips. Timer going off. 3 ball. Hit iron, but that's all for Ziegler. Rebound UCLA.
Partner, there's a lot of time left in this game. UCLA's got to continue to get stops, and they've got to get production from Daly and Sky Clark.
Only 3 field goal makes for the Bruins in 7 minutes of the second half. Stefanovic, flip right, Daly puts it on the deck left hand. He drives, gets buffed, shot rejected by Phillips. Loose to Ziegler, Tennessee up the floor. He leaves on the right wing. Lanier cuts to the right block, calls for Ziegler, comes to him, hand it off, snap it underneath. Phillips couldn't handle, hot potato on the deck. Daly dish forward, 3-on-2 Bruins. Clark, Stefanovic wants it left wing. Clark spinning, finds a trailer. Daly loads for 3. Off rim, no. And the rebound snapped down by Akara. And he's out of bounds. Kobe Johnson back in for UCLA. 46-33 Tennessee. Daly out.
Because of foul trouble, Eric Daly has just not been able to get any kind of rhythm in this game.
Meshack in. He's had foul concern. Breather for Lanier. 34 seconds. Dead ball means immediate. Baseline trigger. Clark. Near side front court left. Fronted by Meshack. Finds Stefanovic. Quick release. Baseline 2. Off iron miss. Rebound Akpara. He shovels forward to Ziegler. Tennessee glides into the front court right. Bruins have missed 7 of their last 8 from the field. Tennessee has taken firm command of this game. Ziegler looks to Gainey. Back to Ziegler. 3 ball on high. A little short. Long board. Tipped by Akpara. Poked again. Tracked down Ziegler. Backcourt left. He dribbles up. Timer went to a full 30, even though there was no possession exchange.
That was odd, too.
It should have been a 20, and I'm not sure they realized. So Tennessee can work even more clock and be even more deliberate. Outside left, Gainey, 12 to shoot. Flip to Ziegler up top, 9 to shoot. He drives into the lane, floats it up right hand, and good. 48-33 Tennessee.
Yeah, a little ball screen there, and the ball screen defender dropped into the middle of the lane, and that allowed Zakai Ziegler to be able to shoot that little pull-up jump shot.
Bruin ball front court left. Tennessee up 15 points. Stefanovic, guarded by Akpara. Tries to thread a bounce pass, kicked by Akpara, sideline out of bounds. And there is a timeout on the court, 11:25 to go, second half. Tennessee 48, UCLA 33. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Tomorrow's road, unpaved, unmapped, uncertain. But it's also where we discover what we can truly count on, like the 2027 X15 engine by Cummins, with better fuel efficiency, up to 605 horsepower, and 2,050 pound-feet of torque. The X15 is a bedrock of reliability that stands forever ready to rise to the occasion. The 2027 X15, forever rising. Estimates based on preliminary testing. Individual results may vary.
Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
Let's check the attendance, sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats is delivering game day deals from hundreds of your local favorites all week. Order now on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. There are 17,484 in attendance here at Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. 11:25 to go, second half. The largest margin of the game is on the board right now. Tennessee 48, UCLA 33. The Bruins haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. They have missed 8 of their last 9 from the field. It feels like almost everything Tennessee is doing is right, and UCLA is swimming upstream.
They are, and I felt UCLA has missed some easier opportunities. When you're playing against a good defensive team, you got to take the first good look that you get. They've been reluctant to take that, and they're moving it to the weak side. And now all of a sudden it tends to lead to a missed shot or a turnover, and that's certainly been the case for UCLA tonight.
And while Tennessee's getting some top-heavy production with 20 from Lanier, including 4 triples, Ziegler now has 10, Gainey has 10. Ziegler now has 4 assists. He had 2 the entire first half. He has 2 in the first 9 minutes of this half.
He's done a remarkable job of pushing that basketball up the floor, and even in short shot clock situations, using his speed to get into the gaps.
UCLA entry, front court left. Sebastian Mack up top to Clark. Guarded tightly by Ziegler. Bad bounce past Bilodeau, and it's lost to Akpara and Ziegler. Tennessee off the steal, up the floor left to right. Gainey runs along the arc. Ziegler, ball screen left, Akpara, cuts to the cup, give left, Meshack 3. Rim and glass miss, tipped by Akpara off the iron, rebound to UCLA. Stefanovic funnels forward to Mack. Snaps it off right to Clark. He drives, elbow J. Rim glass it in.
I love an aggressive Scott Clark. Going to need that for the balance of this game.
He's got 11. And he had a very sluggish start thanks to foul concern. Only played 3 minutes of the first half. Meshack. Feed to Ziegler, top of the arc. Jab step right foot. Left foot pivot dribble if he wants. Cuts right on Akpara screen. Lead near right for Gainey. He circles down the paint. Give to Meshack. Wide open 3. Got it! 51-35. It is all Volunteers.
Sebastian Mack had to come over and help after that ball screen, and that's what created that open 3 on the left side of the floor.
Kobe Johnson, look left. Stefanovic circles to his right. Bilodeau cut to the cup. He didn't see him. Johnson outside left. Bilodeau trying to post. Meshack, rope-a-dope right behind him. Up top, Stefanovic, sealed off on a drive. Reset mid-lane, fall away over Phillips. Bad break off glass. Ricochets off Tennessee out of bounds. 4.7 on the timer.
Offense is tough to come by right now for UCLA. Everything is challenged.
Bruins only have 10 points in 10-plus minutes since halftime. 8 by Sky Clark. The rest of the team is 2 points in 10 minutes.
Got to give a lot of that credit to Tennessee's defense. It's been stifling.
A late sub to the table. It is Milicic, who's back for Tennessee. Kobe Johnson returns for UCLA. Akpara and Daly, Akpara out. UCLA's not going to sub. Kobe Johnson's lying in wait. He's just sitting at the table. And now they're saying to come in. I guess they want him for defense. Baseline trigger. It's Clark. Left corner. Up fake. Floats it left hand. Shot clock violation. No. Caught first by Tennessee. Possession exchange with his way short and off. 51-35. Tennessee. A lead that feels like it's a million.
It does. It really does.
Milicic flips it middle for Meshack. Left for Ziegler. Jump floater down the grain of the lane. Stefanovic, UCLA with a steal. Up the floor for Mack. Trying to shake Meshack. Cuts to the cup. Phillips on help. Swats it free, but a foul.
Really good recognition there by Sebastian Mack, recognizing that he had a one-on-one situation, gave a little in and out dribble to freeze the defender, able to get to his left and draw a foul. An opportunity for 2 free throws here.
Foul to Meshack, his 4th. March Madness coming to a court near you. Experience it live as the nation's best college basketball teams compete for a chance to cut down the net. Secure your seats today. NCAA.com/MBB tickets. Sebastian Mack line left, first to 2 in the air and good. So now Kobe Johnson and William Kyle III are in. Stefanovic out. Dylan Andrews to the table. The Bruins have 6 on the floor. Now Bilodeau comes out. And Clark comes out. At one point they had 7 men on the floor. That's how discombobulated Tennessee is making things.
It feels that way, right?
Mack set for a second. It's up in the air and good. Lanier's back in for Tennessee. He has had an electric NCAA tournament. Ziegler up the floor into a double. Passes out of it, Lanier. Back middle for Ziegler. He sprints across. These two teams known for defense, but the Tennessee pressure has been far more effective than UCLA. Flip down low to Phillips. Right under the cup. Right hand lay and good. Got inside position on Kyle. 53-37.
Yeah, a little ball screen and a little roll to the basket on the right side. He's able to get inside position. A little pump fake and up and in.
Andrews outside right. Lead for Kobe Johnson. Feed up top for Kyle. Flipped it left for Mack. The bench for the Bruins looks despondent. Heads and shoulders slumped. Flip up top to Daly. 10 to shoot. Left side, Mack pops a 3. Short, off iron. Rebound, Phillips, Tennessee. And Tennessee trots it up. 53-37. A vice-like grip on this game thanks to a deadly defense and a foul off ball as Gainey tried to spring free. It got clutched by Sebastian Mack for his second.
That off-ball screen action from Tennessee has been giving the UCLA Bruins a tough go of it tonight.
Gainey calls the break, feeds Milicic. Up top, guarded by Daly, who angles some. Lead for Ziegler, who's been a calm force and explosive at the right time. 10 to shoot. Fire to Lanier. Up fake right of the lane. Dribble into the lane. Shot rejected partially by Kyle. Loose to Phillips. Couldn't handle. Playground out of bounds by Kyle. And keep it going right. It'll be ball, 20 of the time. Bilodeau back in for UCLA. Witness history in the making. The U.S. women's national team faces off against Brazil in the first ever professional women's sporting event at SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, Saturday, April 5th. To secure your seats, ussoccer.com/tickets. Baseline trigger fronted by Bilodeau. Lob to Phillips mid-lane. He's doubled as it knocks free, and he gets hammered and knocked out of the floor. That was Dylan Andrews. Just going for the ball, his third. This is a disjointed mess for UCLA, and this is defensive mastermindedness from Rick Barnes in Tennessee.
It really has. They've been so connected on the defensive end. The communication has been excellent when UCLA has been able to get dribble penetration. The communication and the rotations have been early and tight.
Entry Milicic, ball front court right. Ziegler inside of midcourt establishes the dribble. Guarded at arm's length by Andrews. Under 8, he spins, cuts to the cup. Great no-look shovel and a rise and hammer. The right-hand throwdown by Milicic. It is 55-37. Zakai Ziegler's vision and feel is incredible. Lob to Bilodeau, far side of the paint. Trying to back in on Phillips. Muscles him in. Turnaround hook right hand is good. And the oddity is Rick Barnes said he was a score-first guard, had to learn to become a point guard.
Yes. I'd say he's learned pretty well.
Yes. Now Ziegler between the rings. 7:20 clock rolls. 55-39. Lanier deadly from anywhere. He is in the gym range. Lob to a cutting Milicic. Extra pass to Phillips. Whistle and foul. He was set for an alley-oop. There's a timeout on the court. 7:12 to go in the second. Tennessee 55. UCLA 39. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Progressive knows there are two things RV owners love: to travel and relax. And they like to take both nice and slow. Just like this commercial. And what's more relaxing than the peace of mind knowing their RV is protected by Progressive? Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliate.
Your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for relevant candidates so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Plus, with Indeed sponsored jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, and you only pay for results. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
Keep your engines healthy with stable in-season protection. Enable your engine to run cleaner, smoother, and stronger than ever before. A simple way to keep your engines running like new. At every fill-up, start with stable in-season protection.
It's time for basketball, and right now, Uber Eats has deals on Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Get game day deals now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
You can listen to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA men's basketball tournament for free on the Varsity Network app. Listen to every game live or on demand. Download the Varsity Network app now and search NCAA Championships. It is an overwhelming avalanche of Tennessee in every way. Rocky Top has shifted 2.5 hours to Lexington. Orange in the stands and a big lead on the board. It's 55-39 as they have smothered UCLA. 7:12 to go in the second half.
Yeah, one of the things that UCLA needed to do coming to this game is slow down Chaz Lanier, and they've not been able to do it. 20 points in this game on 4 or 5 shooting from 3, and I think Zakai Ziegler has been masterful orchestrating the offense here against a really good defensive UCLA team. He's been brilliant.
The best scoring defense in the Big Ten. They only yield 65 a game. Tennessee's got 55 on the board with 7:12 to go.
Gamey's come off the bench and given them 10 as well.
Lob to Phillips, cutting to the cup. Flick up top to Lanier. Dump down the wing. Gainey. Three is good. 58-39. It's a game-high 19-point edge for Tennessee. Clark, 3-ball left wing. Rim and glass miss. Rebound Lanier. Tennessee ball. It was a 7-point game at the break. Tennessee had an 8-0 run to close the half. It is 26-14 Tennessee since halftime. Between the rings, Milicic lead for Lanier. Defended by Stefanovic. Toss right for Ziegler. Left foot pivot. Puts it on the deck, driving on Clark. Give up top travel.
Zakai Ziegler dribbling to his left to the foul line area. Thought he had an open guy, and UCLA didn't help. He was expecting to stunt and make that pass easier. He didn't stunt, and he was still in that area, and that's what caused that travel. Good defensive possession there for UCLA.
Let's see if they can try to chip away. Winner of this game takes on the victor of 3-seed Kentucky, 6-seed Illinois in Indianapolis. That game to come tomorrow. Stefanovic from the top of the arc comes to a jump stop inside the arc left. A lead left side 3-ball. Daly off fire to miss. Weak side Ziegler, Tennessee.
Well, UCLA needed that one.
Mick Cronin pacing, arms folded behind his back with pursed lips and a stoic face. Bad pass on the left wing, tipped and taken away by Bilodeau. He leaves for Clark, takes it into the front court left for UCLA, 58-39. Bounce pass to Bilodeau, falling out of bounds. Playground off the backside of Phillips, who had pressured him. It's Bruin ball 19 to shoot.
The Tennessee Volunteers challenged every single pass and every single catch. And you've got to be dialed in mentally and be disciplined there. Boy, they've had their way in that phase of the game tonight.
Stefanovic bounce into Daly off the right block. He kicks to Stefanovic. Up fake, stride right. Up fake, defenders everywhere. Bilodeau, right wing, pops a contested three, and he hit it. Phillips with a hand in his face. It's 58-42.
Yeah, Phillips was initially down in the painted area and had to close out. Too long of a closeout. And Bilodeau able to deliver.
Ziegler and Lanier break UCLA pressure. Volunteer ball in the front court right. Ziegler calls the commands. They spread the floor, 4 along the end line. Now screens on each side. Gainey cuts middle. Give to Ziegler, left wing three. Got it. Snap Twine, 61-42 Tennessee.
Yeah, Gainey came off that off-ball screen like a bullet, able to get into the middle. Ziegler's got help, and that's what created that open three. And it's a guy Ziegler drills it from the top.
Tennessee is at 10 triple 6 since halftime. Under 5 to go. Bilodeau, touch pass Daly left wing. Bilodeau trying to post. Lob opposite Stefanovic. Steps into a strong three. Too strong. Rim, and glass. Poked by Daly over the backboard out of bounds. Sub for the Bruins. Trent Perry is back in. And Tennessee looks like the top 2 seed in the bracket.
They do. The defense has been stifling. And even when they've made mistakes, the rotations have been quick, and they've been able to shut out any easy opportunities on driving kicks. It's been really remarkable to watch.
Kyle back, Bilodeau out for the Bruins. Phillips to the bench for Tennessee. Akpara's back in. He had a long time on the bench. Tennessee into the front court right. Lanier smothered by Clark. He looks middle for Ziegler. Tennessee consciously working a little bit of clock. Shades of what they did to Wofford. That was a little more expected against the SoCon champ. This is one of the better teams in the Big Ten that had been perfect in the tournament. Lanier flips up top to Milicic. Circles to the near right. Has it stolen away. Daly 2-on-1. And a pass down the Granite lane. Easily picked by Ziegler. Comes up smiling, saying thank you for the gift.
Yeah, Zakai Ziegler anticipated that the entire time that Bailey was going to try to give it to the guard. Just waited until it left his hands and jumped through the passing lane. Good anticipation skills.
Ziegler tries to thread the needle, but has it knocked down, stolen away. Clark the shovel to Perry. Lead for Daly. Layup good, and a whistle. Count it. A 61-44 score with 4:01 to go. Kobe Johnson in, and they have 6 on the floor again. It's Mack who's out. I mean, that's how disjointed things are. Fronted by Kyle. Lob entry tipped by Johnson, sideline out of bounds. Tennessee ball. We'll get a timeout on the floor. 4 clean minutes to go in the second half. It is all Tennessee. Volunteers 61, UCLA 44. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
When the grass starts growing, it's time to get mowing with Steel. Whether you're shaping up a small yard or tackling serious acreage, Steel mowers are built to get the job done. Shop in-store or online for 0% financing and instant rebates on select Steel mowers. Steel, let's go mow. Available for limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Let's check the schedule of tournament games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by the 2027 X15 engine from Cummins, featuring better fuel efficiency, immense power, and backed by 25-plus years of experience. The 2027 X15 is built to rise above the challenges of tomorrow. The X15, forever rising. Join us again tomorrow. More second-round action. Head your way from Raleigh, Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Seattle. All of it right here on Westwood One. 4 minutes even to go, second half. It's Tennessee 61, UCLA 44. A game that has been owned by Tennessee since the last 3 minutes of the first half. This was a tight, defensive-minded game until the spurt that bridged the break, and it spilled into the second.
Yeah, we talked about earlier the brilliant chess move that Rick Barnes made. He wanted to create some tempo in this game, started to go to a full and three-quarter court trap, able to get a couple turnovers to get some momentum going in the halftime, and it's been a wrap ever since.
UCLA aggressively defending in the backcourt left. Entry Akpara gives it to Gainey. It's poked out of bounds by Clark. And the ricochet there off of Akpara, so it will be Bruin ball.
And, John, there's just under 4 minutes to go in this game. There's a lot of time left, and if UCLA can continue to be solid defensively, but they've got to knock down some shots.
Clark explodes to the cup, puts it up, scoop with the right hand, glass missed, but a foul. It'll be Zakai Ziegler with his first foul. 4 fouls on UCLA, and make it 4 now on Tennessee.
By about the 1:30 to 2 minute mark, UCLA's got to try to get this to 10 or to 9 and start to force Tennessee to feel some game pressure. And this is a great way to be able to do it because you can put points on the board without the clock moving because the clock's their enemy.
Clark, sharp dribble, eyes rim, shot up, rim blasted in. Sky Clark's dad, Kenny, 3 years in the NFL, a wideout with the Vikings, has suffered a series of strokes. Sky said, "This is the first year I haven't had my dad around." And he has a giant tattoo on his left thigh of his father holding and kissing himself as a baby. He served essentially as his dad's nurse for a while after his first stroke.
About the resiliency of these kids, man. And you know, it's easy to criticize them, and yet you don't know what they're going through. And to be able to take care of his dad, academic load, and perform at a high level on the floor, commendable.
Second free throw make. Tennessee facing pressure. Gets it across. 22 on the timer. Ziegler between the rings. And now like an option offense, they can work clock.
Yes. Smart move.
61-46 Tennessee. 10 on the timer. Just now in earnest, moving off ball. Gainey left corner. Head fake, 5 to shoot. Hops into the paint. Up fake, fall away. Contested Jay, short. Caught by Kyle. UCLA ball.
UCLA's got to play with some pace here.
Bruins up the floor. Perry from the top of the arc. Explodes to the cup. And his shot off, but he's fouled. A follow dunk is waved off. The foul first, Perry to the line.
Partner able to get a stop on the defensive end, push it in transition. Perry a little in and out dribble, able to create some separation and get to the foul line. If he can make these 2 free throws, now all of a sudden it's getting just a little bit closer, but that defense has got to hold up.
Foul to Phillips, his third. Team's fifth, so Perry shooting 2, line left, first in the year and good. Tonight's broadcast of the 2025 NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Second free throw make, 61-48, full court UCLA pressure, 3:15 to go. Meshack calls the break. Inbound near sideline Lanier is pawed at by Clark for a whistle and foul as they got to midcourt. That'll be his third, but commendably his first since the first half.
Yeah. Chaz Lanier doing what he should do, is pushing that basketball up the floor in transition. And Todd Clark reached around trying to steal the basketball and committed that foul. Good call by the official.
Lanier and Tennessee have gone cold offensively. They haven't scored in 2 minutes. Lanier's been set at 20 points for some time. Bruins on the modest 6-0 run. 3:06, clock rolls. And modest pressure on Ziegler from Clark. Letting a lot of time tick away. 10 to shoot. Ball screen comes. Ziegler, jump give left. Meshack pops a three. Got it. That feels like a dagger. 2:49 to ticking, 64-58.
Because of the ball screen, Chuck Perry had to help from that left side corner, and that's what created that open three.
Clark between the rings, off a Kyle screen. Feed up top to Daly. Sharp dribble, lead for Perry. Jump give to Kyle, back to the basket. Holding a left foot pivot. Tries to back in, sweeping shot by Jan Phillips. Rolls off the front lip, miss. Inline out of bounds, last touch Bruins. Volunteer ball. It hasn't been single digits since it was 40-31 at the 16:07 mark.
And in many ways, that basket seems like it's had a lid on it on the UCLA side.
Flip up the near sideline, Ziegler. Jump give across to Gainey. They'll hold. And UCLA with, again, modest pressure. 2:15, clock rolls, 64-48. Bruins since the break, 32% for the field. Ziegler circles around a double. Give to Phillips. Tapped by Kyle, taken away by Johnson. UCLA ball.
Got to score here.
2 minutes. Kobe Johnson bounce to Daly. Tries to split a double. Sharp dribble, fights through it, puts it up a miss. Loose ball tipped out of bounds by Tennessee.
That's the second point-blank range shot that UCLA has missed in 2 straight possessions. And give all the credit to Tennessee challenging shots over the top. Nothing easy.
Baseline trigger called by Clark, fronted by Phillips. Got a wingspan. Lob entry goes to Perry. Stride inside. Long two. Rim miss. Johnson put back tapped home. 64-50.
Still got time. You got to get some stops here.
Fronted by Kyle. Meshack calls the break. Pumps and feeds Ziegler. Back to Meshack. Look middle for Ziegler. Brings it up. Double lying in wait. He sees it. He veers left. Now he's trapped inside of midcourt. Tennessee calls timeout. Still will have 2 left. Timeout of the court. 1:28 to go in the second. Tennessee 64, UCLA 50. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Buying a home used to feel like a complete headache. Listings here, pre-approval there, financing somewhere else. Now Rocket is giving every home one address. Rocket.com. A single seamless homeownership platform to help you find, buy, sell, finance, and refinance your home. Everything you need, all under one roof. Visit Rocket.com, the new home for all things homeownership. Rocket, own the dream.
Ball above all. Am I right, y'all? Any questions?
Professor, NCAA Division I women's basketball is back. Are we ready?
You prepared to get loud? Rep your squad? Get your players hyped up to go all the way to the ship? Oh, you're ready. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets.
Let's check some of the stats sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. With TurboTax, now Taxes is getting an expert who files your taxes for you, so you can stay locked in on the madness. Intuit TurboTax. Now this is Taxes. It's 64-50. Tennessee has the lead on UCLA. Vols 11 of 21 from outside, 52%. They've held UCLA to 36% shooting on the game, 18 of 50. It has been an overwhelming Volunteer game. Zakai Ziegler does have 6 assists in this game. He has tied the SEC's single-season record, matching the mark of Sean Tuohy with Ole Miss in 1979-80. Tuohy at one point did call games for Westwood One.
Wait, the Sean Tuohy?
That's right.
Blindside?
That's right.
Wow. I didn't know he was balling like that.
Kyle fronts. Volunteer. Entry, backcourt left for Meshack. And the chants are up of all the orange-clad fans. Foul as Meshack just before pass got hit. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships. Foul to Colby Johnson, his third, team sixth on UCLA, so one away from bonus in Tennessee's favor. 64-50 Tennessee, 125 to go. And there's an issue about point of entry. Volunteers were set up at the hash. Front court right, they're going to move back court left.
Yeah, at this point, partner, UCLA wants Tennessee to catch that basketball in the backcourt, see if they can get a 10-second call, a trap, or steal.
Fire front court Lanier. He's doubled, and he's a great shooter. Shovel Ziegler, corner Meshack. Show shake on the wing. Middle reverse, Gainey, 20 to shoot. He's doubled. Bounce pass finds Lanier. Overplay Johnson went into the backcourt. Gainey near right. Now the double comes. He gets surrounded, hounded. He's hit a few times, no call. Meshack middle. Down low Phillips. This is tic-tac-toe passing. Ziegler outside left, 5 to shoot. Snap to Gainey, 3 to shoot. Gainey contested 3, and air ball. But they work the entire shot clock. It goes out of bounds at 0.
Partner, I thought when UCLA didn't get that first trap in the backcourt and the ball came over and they were able to get a trap, once that ball came out, they should have fouled right away. Way too much time off the clock.
They let a full 30 seconds go down, 14 with under a minute.
Yes, not good late game execution here from UCLA. But you got to give Tennessee a lot of credit. They had that ball popping around the perimeter.
Bilodeau entry to Clark. He dribbles up, and they're showing little intensity to get a quick shot here. Bilodeau dribble. Flip to Johnson. He weaves to his left. Finds Clark. Right wing 3. Got it. And we'll get a timeout from UCLA. Sky Clark hits his 4th triple. So he's got 16 to lead the Bruins. It's 64-53. Timeout of the court. 41 seconds. You're listening to the men's basketball tournament on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Listen up, fellow Gen Xers. Elizabeth Banks here. The recommended age for pneumococcal pneumonia vaccination has been lowered to 50 and older, even if you're healthy. It's up to us to lead the way. We've done this before. Music videos, fanny packs, even the World Wide Web. Let's do it again and get vaccinated, because we're at over 6 times greater risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Gen X, this is our shot. Visit VaxAssist.com and schedule a vaccine today. Sponsored by Pfizer.
41 seconds to go. The 2 seed, Tennessee, on top of the 7 seed, UCLA, 64-53. It'll be volunteer ball, length of the floor, left to right.
Same as before, partner. Full court pressure here. Try to get a quick trap. If you don't get it, you got to foul to try to extend this game.
Meshack to trigger, the length of Kyle fronts. Everyone else
Nothing long.
Tightly man-to-man. I'm not sure if he's got that home run pass in him. He finds Ziegler, who's tripped up and fouled as he tried to thread a double. Bonus arrives. The lead ballooned as large as 19 for Tennessee. In truth, it hasn't felt that competitive since the late stage of the first half.
I would agree, because with the exception of Sky Clark, they just shut the water off on all of the other potential offensive players. Eric Daly, who averages around 11, 12 points a game. Now, granted, he was in foul trouble early this game, which took him out of the rhythm. They've just not been able to generate any clean looks on the offensive end.
Front end 1-and-1. Ziegler hits. Foul to Kyle, his first, team 7.
Zakai Ziegler has just masterfully controlled the offensive tempo of the game here in the second half.
Well, Ziegler set for a second. 39 seconds on the clock. 65-53 Tennessee. Bends the knee, shoots the shot, and sinks. 66-53. Entry to Clark. He dribbles up. 36 seconds for the Bruins. Clark outside left, takes a 3. Off iron this. Put back Bilodeau. Good, and a foul. Timer off, 29.5. Chance at a 3-point win.
Yeah, UCLA, the Bruins continue to battle. Sky Clark with a wicked snapback going to his left. Bilodeau able to get to the front of the rim. Zakai Ziegler trying to box him out, and he's using his size to come up with that offensive rebound. An opportunity for an N1 here.
Ziegler second, Bilodeau line left. He's got 14. Shot in the air, good. He's got 15. One off the team high. He subs out Kyle in. 66-56, 29.5 seconds. UCLA led 20-17 at the 7:22 mark. Scored only 5 points in the last 5.5 minutes of that half. Entry Lanier, bounce middle for Meshack, 26 seconds. He's doubled, jumps, gives to Ziegler, snaps it across Lanier, feed down low. Phillips goes up for a jam and fouled by Kobe Johnson. That'll be his fourth.
That's a beautifully run press break there by Tennessee. Able to avoid traps in the backcourt, throw it ahead, and 2-on-1 with Lanier and Kate Phillips. Kate Phillips thought he had an easy dunk, but Kobe Johnson sprinting from half court, trying to block that shot and creates a foul.
Phillips only a 55% free throw shooter. First is in the air, no good, hits heel. His dad, John David, a quarterback NDB at Alabama in the late 90s. His mom, Reagan, played basketball at Bama, was the homecoming queen back in the day.
Is that right? Wow, that's awesome.
66-56 Tennessee, 20.1. Phillips' second is in the air and good. Bruin ball right to left, clad in blue, Tennessee in white. Clark up the floor, greeted by Meshack. Slides across, outside right. Defended by Gainey. Ball screen, Bilodeau leading into contact after the three. Gets a foul on Phillips. He duped him into the air. So that means Phillips has 4. That'll be 3 shots for Clark with the clock frozen at 11.8.
That's such a smart play. Saw that he had it big on him, gave him a little shot fake after the dribble. It forced him to jump in the air and then jumped into space to draw that foul.
So Clark to shoot. Now, will it be 3 or 2? The original indication was 3. Looks like it'll be 2. He was inside the arc. So line left. One dribble, eyes rim, shot in the air and good. He's got 17 to tie his season high that he had against USC on the 8th of the month.
Yeah, 14 of those coming in the second half. Got foul trouble in the first half. They kept him on a bench for a long period of time, but he's done his best to try to carry the Bruins here in the second half.
Set for a second. Shot in the air, rim, blasting in. It's single digits for the first time since the 16-minute mark, but it comes with 11.8 to go. Perry out, Stefanovic in. Kyle fronts, Tennessee length of the floor, armed with 2 timeouts and owning a 9-point lead. Meshack calls the break. He finds Ziegler. He's doubled. Passes out of it to Meshack. Jump give to Lanier. Tight to the sideline. Plays it to a leaping Ziegler. Off his fingertips. Out of bounds. It's UCLA ball. Bilodeau in 5.3.
UCLA still scrambling around. And when they're getting those traps, the rotation guys showing high hands, which is making those skip passes very difficult. UCLA able to turn Tennessee over.
Stefanovic at the hash far side. Jump entry. Goes down low to Daly. Kicked. Stefanovic, 3-ball, off iron. Miss. Tennessee has it. The clock hits zeros. Tennessee best the Bruins. For a 3rd straight season, the Volunteers vault into a program record 3rd straight Sweet 16. Your final, Tennessee 67, UCLA 58. The defense deadly for the Volunteers.
Yeah, the Tennessee Volunteers, the 3rd most efficient defense in the country, and we found out why tonight. UCLA was not able to get any clean looks in the basket. Every pass challenge, every shot challenge, every triple challenge. What a wonderful display defensively from the Volunteers.
And so the top 2 seed in the tournament, Tennessee gets its 29th win on the year, while UCLA will end its season at 23 and